The UK has tried to distance itself from the war with Iran, but the fallout will be felt here nonetheless. The Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development warns that this year the UK could see inflation of around 4%, the second highest among the G7 behind the United States. And it's on track to record the second slowest growth at 0.7%, ahead of Italy. The report warns that a prolonged conflict would further worsen inflation, making it harder for families around the world to put food on the table and heat their homes. In the long term, it says governments should phase out fossil fuels to avoid these types of energy shocks. The head of the World Trade Organization believes the current crisis should be a catalyst for wider reform.
Three things are clear. First, the world order and the multilateral system we used to know has irrevocably changed. Second, we will not get it back. And third, we must look to the future.
But what to do in the short term? That's the focus in this quiet French town, where G7 ministers had been supposed to discuss the Ukraine war. But now the priorities are the fallout from the war in the Middle East and fully reopening the Strait of Hormuz, the global choke point that is strangling the world's oil exports. In a bid to increase supply and control rising prices, on Monday, G7 finance ministers, central bankers and energy ministers will discuss the release of oil reserves. But Japan chose not to wait. Almost all of its energy imports come from the Middle East. It began releasing state-owned oil reserves on Thursday. Camille, Nedelec, Al Jazeera.